God Lord, please help me on this one, Zach.
Uh, Kyung Ho Kang.
Yeah, we'll say his name like that. I'll just call him Kang from now on. But you see his
Yeah,
name
Kang's a
here,
good one.
Mr. Perfect. Obviously not perfect. 17-8. The South Korean is coming in at 5'9" with a 73-inch reach in the bantamweight division at 135. He is coming off a 3-fight win streak, where he got some decision wins and also split decision wins, that is, and one via rear naked choke. He is a ground specialist, loves to lay and pray type shit. And his opponent, Rani Yahya, coming in at 27-10-1. This is a ground expert himself, coming in at 5'6" with the 68-inch reach at 135, of course. He is coming off a win versus Ray Rodriguez, where he got a win via arm triangle. Before that, he lost a decision to Ricky Simone, who is a very good fighter. I am going to start off the analysis on this one.
Take it, baby.
Rani Yahya is going to win this fight because he is a submission specialist, and he actually does work from the top and the bottom, whereas his opponent, Mr. Perfect, Kang, does not. This guy, Kang, will just he don't get me wrong, he has a stiff jab and he's excellent at takedowns. Now, when he gets a takedown, he is more susceptible to elbows on the top than anybody I've ever seen, and gets more damage on the top position than anybody in the sport, in my opinion. Now, I think that Yaya is going to have excellent submissions again with this fight, and I think that's how he's going to win. I don't know necessarily if it's going to be a submission victory. I think that's what you probably want to bet on. We'll get into that later, but his activity on the top and bottom is definitely going to be of note.
Yeah, I'll take it for what it's worth. I am going to take Kang. I'm going to go against you here solely because I think you're right. I think he's a good wrestler, but I think going against a guy like this who you know is good at jujitsu and good off of his back, you're not going to want to take him down. I think Kang's got good enough wrestling defense to keep this fight on the feet. And, just historically looking at Yaya, he's either going to get a submission or he's going to lose. So if Kang can keep this fight on the feet and keep himself from getting on top of Yaya, and even if he can get on there, Kang hasn't been submitted in a professional mixed martial arts fight since 2011. So I'm pretty keen on his ground game just in terms of defense. I agree he does a little bit too much laying and praying and not enough activity from the top sometimes. But as we've seen in matches past, if you can get on top and control, it doesn't matter if you're getting your ass beat off the bottom because the judges only care about control, which is sad because we're talking about a game of damage.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Kang does have like a stiff jab, but he's like Yaya. They're both super limited in their stand-up game, and they're not. They look out of place when they try to stand up and fight. To be honest with you, more Yaya than Kang, but it doesn't mean that Kang's that much better. I think this is going to the ground. I think it really comes down to is who takes down who. I think that whoever gets the takedowns is probably going to win this fight. And if it's Kang on top, it's going to be boring. And if it's Yaya, it's going to be a quick submission.
Yeah, I can hear that. And this is actually, if you want to take me to the odds, probably one of the only fights I'm actually going to want to hedge my bets against each other on.
All right, going into the odds. Um, we got Kang versus Yaya right here. Yaya at plus 120. So from my side, looking pretty tasty, and minus 134 for Kang, which isn't bad either.
Yeah, looking at it, I have minus 136 for Kang, which is really good odds for a favorite. But like I said, Gage actually said it first. Looking at the submission bet for Yaya at plus 200, there's an easy little formula I'm sure that somebody out there good at math can figure out to gamble your money on Kang to win just money line, just flat out, or Yahya by a decision. And the other thing I see here is, unless it's the submission, which you're going to bet here probably as well, I think this fight's going to go to a decision, which is at minus 120. And even if you want to play it a little more safe, over 2.5 rounds at minus 140 is also pretty good odds.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's this fight, there's definitely some props to make money here. But you gotta be careful. I think Kang maybe's overrated a little bit here on the just the money line at minus 134. But that's my personal thoughts.
Yeah, I agree. As much as this is pretty close to even, I'd like to see them just a little bit closer, but I want to check the trend. Oh, okay. A lot of people seem to be agreeing more with you because this fight opened on July 10th and Kang was a minus 200 favorite. Now it's down to minus in the 130s. So a lot of money seems to be coming in on Yahya, and Gage seems to have the jump on this one. But guess we'll have to find out on Saturday.
Guess so.